Hey everybody, welcome back to Kirby. Yeah, we're not quite done here. There's one final thing that I need to do as a send-off to this great game. We are going to be doing 99 laps at each stage. And yeah, I'm player 2. I wonder what the A... Like, there's an A button on the first player, which... Like, this controller still doesn't work, right? It doesn't. I don't know why that, but it just one day it stopped working. Okay, so we're going to be racing with Bob, Alexis, who's on the Warp Star, and yeah, Alex, who likes the wheelie bike, and Bob, who is on the Bulk Star. Okay, yeah, so whenever I was a kid, I would do this pretty often. So... Whoa, look at the moves! The spin! Wait! He's so good, what the fuck? Oh my god, that was crazy. Level 9 CPUs in games that Sakurai makes, they don't fuck around. There's a first lap sleep ability. I tried so hard to get that to show up, and they just... Now he's here, now that I don't need it at all on the first lap. So the goal is simply to beat Alexis, because, yeah. Alexis will never... Well, not Alexis. Alex will never be defeatable, ever. Like, this man is just... He's peak form. Like, gamers will never be able to reach his level. They'll have to train for 100 years, right? So... Yeah, what are we going to talk about today? I have a few topics planned. The first thing is just... I don't know. Last video really did give me some positivity towards this game. It's kind of like... Going into it, the idea of getting off your ship and just like exploring every level as like a 3D platformer. There's definitely some negativity like that comes to mind, like, do I really want to do this? It's just gonna make me more sad that I'm an adult that is clearly observant to my like existence inside this simulation, both in-game and in real life. I see you robots out there trying to give him a boost, it wouldn't let me. Like, that interaction there is probably what weight does in City Trial. Like, if you bump into somebody, you're getting launched and they're not, if you have more weight. But it did increase my speed one time when I had the Swerve Star. My only thought, I'm pretty sure I was on flat ground though, but my only thought is like maybe I was moving downhill, so like my weight increased my speed because I was moving downhill, and maybe it decreases your speed when you're moving uphill? I don't know. If it was a power-up, emphasis on up, it shouldn't really downgrade anything, like, and if you're trying to go uphill, which a lot of stages have uphill, like, if you're driving, in real life as well, like, hills are everywhere. So a power-up that makes you slower in some situations, that would be bad, in my opinion. Like, you'd think, maybe that wouldn't be how that works. I don't know where Alexis is. Okay, she's like on the curve. Alright. And then Alex is probably going to be about the same distance ahead of me the whole time, because... There is a catch-up mechanic, actually, in Kirby Air Ride. If you are too far behind, the game increases your speed. So, he shouldn't ever lap us. We should just kind of remain here, in this sweet spot. Because you'll notice instead of like 25 miles an hour, we're like between like 25 and 30. And the closer we get to him, it actually decreases. So yeah, that's... gonna be good for my self-esteem, I guess, not being lapped 60 times by this guy. But, what were we talking about? Oh yeah, like, yeah, going into the last video, it's like, do you really want to do this? It's just gonna highlight your, like, awareness and lack of, immersion. Like, yeah, there's invisible walls everywhere, all these cool landscapes that you're seeing. All of them don't exist. They're not actually real. They're something that somebody textured and you're just like playing and it's just trying to fool you into thinking you're... Okay, so it isn't the same location every time. It's different. Interesting. I'm having a good nap here. But, no. Actually, the last video gave me a lot of, like, not respect, but, like, a new appreciation. Appreciation's a good word. It really let me, see... Maybe Alex is gonna let me? I don't know. But I was surprised, like, it was actually a lot of fun to do that video. Other than Sky Sands, because it kept crashing, and it sucks we couldn't do the what was it? It was Machine Passage, Frozen Hillside, and Magma Flows. Just would not work, no matter what, and I don't know why. Like, those 3 stages were impossible to load. They just kept crashing with those cheats on. Big star that pierces terrain and enemies. I don't remember if the big stars pierce walls in the actual Kirby game. I don't think they do. I wonder if we could keep up with Alex if I used the Swerve Star and spin down the wall. Probably not, because he's like about to lap me. I was pretty late. I was about to get burned by that man. That elephant boy. Sorry, Waddle Dee. Sorry, not sorry. This power-up is very bad, and I never use it effectively, so... Burning a rival as well as an enemy? That's probably the most I'll ever do with the fire ability in this Let's Play. Favorite stage to explore is definitely Beanstalk Park. Favorite stage to race as well. That stage is like... Also, 1995, that's the year I was born. That's cool. Favorite stage to race as well as explore the last video was definitely Beanstalk Park. I really enjoyed Beanstalk Park. Like all the intricacies and variety in the actual stage, as well as the beautiful skybox. It's like my Twitter banner right now, actually. The Beanstalk Park skybox. It's very awesome. Second place was probably Celestial Valley. I enjoyed the atmosphere that Celestial Valley has with like the floating mushrooms that light up and the weird eggs. I mean, it sucks we couldn't explore Machine Passage because we could have got a better look at the like weird monsters that are in those jars. Just killed the whole family of Scarfies using nothing but my power, the power of my voice. But I remember the last 99 lap video that I did of Fantasy Meadows, because I did this when I was doing the Let's Play in 2020. I finished all 120 achievements in Air Ride, and then the plan was to do 99 laps in all of the stages, and then I was going to go do Top Ride. But that Let's Play, I was very miserable trying to do a lot of those like later achievements, because this is a hard game. Like, there's a surprising amount of depth to it, and the skill ceiling is way higher than you would first think. So, I've improved a lot at it since then, and even a lot since I started this Let's Play back in February. Spike is probably the best ability in the game. Like, you would think it'd be Sword, but there's actually... Like, it attacks as fast as you're able to mash. So it's like Minish Cap. Like the Legend of Zelda Minish Cap, you can swing your sword as fast as you can jab your button. That used to be kind of how Minecraft worked back in the day. Not really. I mean, I can't pretend like I know any of the intricacies. What happens if I spin here? Yeah, do I like bounce off the walls? Pretty fun. But yeah, it definitely was a mistake to try to do all of the Air Ride achievements in like one sitting, not take a break and go to Top Ride or City Trial. It's way more fun if you like space out the variety in your gameplay. Like doing one video Air Ride and then another video Top Ride and then another video City Trial. I'm having fun with City Trial. Let's do like 2 or 3, like 4 maybe videos that are all just City Trial. Like that format is a lot more enjoyable, for sure. And it's funny, whenever you're exploring on foot, pretty much everything is like bigger than it actually appears. Because while you're on your ship, For whatever reason, objects are closer than they appear. It's like actual vehicle. Weird. 1-to-1, actual vehicle. I don't remember if I mentioned this, but yeah, the last 99 lap in 2020 that I did, I think it was like a 35-minute race. Getting attacked while you're on the bullet star seems like it screws up your charge. But it also could be the fact that he has handicap level 1 and level 1. So, like, I don't know. Could be anything. You can't really draw any conclusions there. But in 2020, I think I had 99 laps everywhere except for Nebula Belt and Checker Nights. So, which is weird because I don't really have good memory of a lot of those videos. Pretty much all of them are, other than, like, Fantasy Meadows is the only one that's, like, 35 minutes. All the other ones, pretty much every other course is over an hour, I believe. Maybe I'm wrong. I don't remember. I guess we'll see, like, how long these races will take. But kind of my plan for conversation here is, what game do I play next? Because, I mean, I can play as many games as I want, take a break from one and let's play another, but I just don't really want to choose... I don't want to have too many going on at once. I want to actually, like, have a chance of finishing some of these games, you know? Like, it'd feel like garbage to have 18 Let's Plays going at once, and, like, oh, I don't feel like doing that one. Like, I want to actually choose games that there's a high probability that I'll finish the game. Like, that'd be nice. Because if anybody actually wants to watch any of these videos, it would kind of suck. This is what I like to do. I like to binge series. Like, if I discover something that I like, and I can't binge it, like, oh, they just started working on that, they're on, like, part 7 or something. But there will be, like, 9 seasons to this show. Man, I hate that. I'll watch all 7 in one day and be like, well, I could come back next week for the next episode, but what I'm actually going to do is just never watch this again. Great series like Made in Abyss. I think back when I saw it in 2017, it was only the first season, and now there's like a movie in season 2, I think. Still haven't seen that. I think the only thing that I've gone back and actually watched that I started watching was One Punch Man season 2 when that came out. I watched the entirety of One Punch Man season 1, thought it was awesome, and then watched season 2. Sucks the animation isn't as good as season 1, but that's completely fine. It's like comparing the future Mystery Dungeon games to like Explorers of Sky. Like, Gates to Infinity, the game that came out after Explorers of Sky, was like... It wasn't a bad game, but it came out after, like, one of the best games ever made, so it just looks terrible by comparison. It's sad. Like, they worked so hard on it, and like, due to the constraints that obviously would plague a developer in their position, they couldn't add all of the Pokemon in Gen 5 while having like 3D models for each one of them. They changed a few other things that I'm not really a fan of, but for the most part, yeah, it's like... Kind of unfortunately how that goes is if you make something really good and try to make a sequel to it, it's not going to end well, usually. 18-second lap? What the hell? Is that because, like, Alex is about to lap me? I can hear him back there. He's slowly gaining on me. He is gaining. It's kind of scary, actually. Like, dude. How is he so fast? I still feel like the CPU's hack in this game. Like, if you put them at higher levels, they're not just better, they're faster. That's just... It's insane. I don't get how he does it. What was I talking about? I have no idea. I think I was talking about, like... Yeah, you don't want to, like, let's play too many things at once. You want to actually finish them. Like, because I like to treat others how I would prefer to be treated most of the time. Like, that's kind of how I think that everyone should act. Just treat others how you want to be treated. And how I would like to be treated is, instead of like one episode every week of a new thing I'm watching, which I'm definitely gonna stop watching and find something else to do because I'm just like, I don't know, like a feral rat hooked up to like landed on Bob's head. But I need constant entertainment, or I am going to find something else that will entertain me. You know, like that's how most people are. So yeah. One new episode of a Let's Play that I'm doing 20 at once every week, or like whatever, would definitely be the worst situation, or the worst outcome between that and just like doing 2 or 3 games at once, and I don't know, not daily videos. I can't pretend like this is gonna last forever. I will probably fall behind eventually, but whoa, the piercing star beat my ass. Still finished a 17-second lap. Due to the power of sandbagging, I have reached like the land speed record, 30 miles per hour. What's up, Alex? Nice frame perfect spin. He's so talented. Ow. It's a neck-and-neck battle here between the guy who is 1 lap ahead. How is he using the fire without slowing down? You need to hit the A button for that. He's probably tapping it for 1 frame like a talented young man. Dude, get it. I don't care. Like, just go. Just go. Like, you're giving me anxiety. Terrible anxiety. Life-altering anxiety. So, yeah, just go, get away from me, so I could, like, hear myself think over over your stupid bike. That being said, the game is pumping me full of steroids. Why is he driving like that? He's like... What the hell? Okay. What was I... Yeah, I don't know, dude. He's killing all the enemies for, like, the speed boost? I'm getting bullied, and he's like... He's cyberbullying me, and I'm not even close to him. He frame perfectly, like, spins if you try to spit anything at him. Yeah, my commentary is gonna be so much worse with this asshole, like, near me. It's okay, just, like, ignore him. Like, in a busy, loud city? How did he do that? In a busy, loud city, it is actually, even though it is the most distracting, that is the most optimal place for meditation, because you will be the most distracted. So, like, it will be the best place to practice, I guess, is how that would work. He didn't spin. Haha. Probably because he was in the air or something. Alright, dude. But, like, what game do I want to play next? Is what I'm trying to decide. Because there's a bunch of games I want to play. There's, like, no shortage of that. But it's, like, the same issue that I've talked about. Like, do I want to start a bigger project like Super Smash Bros. Melee? Like that game where you have to do 1,000,000 versus mode matches? Probably not. I'm already trying to finish Minecraft still, which is just ridiculous. Oh, that was cool. He did the... Whenever you spin, you have invincibility frames. And there was like the little particle effect when you hit an invulnerable thing. I wish this guy would leave me alone. I wonder why every time I see Bobby's blinking yellow. But yeah, I can, even if I'm deciding to play more than 1 game at once, I should probably not play multiple, like, massive games at once. Like, until I finish Minecraft, I can't play Melee or Terraria or, like, any other, like, massive game. Or, like, Cookie Clicker. None of that shit. I don't even know if I want to Let's Play Cookie Clicker. I'm still trying to decide, like, if that's something that I want to do to my life, because it's a game that requires an insane amount of time and dedication, and not, like, a million versus mode matches in Smash. I almost said Mash Brothers. Smash Brothers Melee's million versus mode message is yeah, that's also pretty crazy, right? But like, I don't know, dude. Cookie Clicker is a lot of idling. It would be a lot of videos that are like 12 hours of just like footage of me just with a macro, obviously. Like, I don't want Carpal Tunnel. I play Cookie Clicker with Force the Hand of Fate, like the thing that tells you what your Force the Hand of Fate cookie will be, like what effect it is, so you can get combos easier. I use a macro that auto clicks. These are the things that's like, even with those advantages though, he's such a talented young man, dude. But even with those things, it's ridiculous trying to beat Cookie Clicker, and it's mostly because of a lack of knowledge. Like, there's some crazy ways that you can get combos, especially another trick that I use is save scumming, because there's certain effects that are like a 50-50 once per day that have a chance of being really good or really bad, and I always just reset over and over again until I have the good outcome. So that's like a gaming term called save scumming. I'll probably do that in Skyrim as well whenever I level pickpocketing, because I'm probably going to Let's Play Skyrim too. I would consider Skyrim to be a huge game. It's definitely not as big as Minecraft or or Terraria or Cookie Clicker. Minecraft is definitely the most tame version. Like, I definitely would say Cookie Clicker and Terraria are harder games to Let's Play, and 100% than Minecraft is. Melee is mostly just annoying to 100% because of the time sink that is required. It's like a 2,000 or 3,000 hour grind for that one achievement. But and if you think about it, I'm already 100% in Cookie Clicker casually for fun, and I have about 1,000 hours of playtime in it, and I'm almost done. I just need to click like 13,000 more gold cookies, and then get the remaining like sugar lump achievements, which is like 4 or 5, I think. Those I would already have that done if I was playing the whole time, like. Because if you use the farm minigame, you can get sugar lumps way faster, which helps you, I'm so fast that it's, like, hard to... What happened to Alex? Somehow I left him in the dust. I don't know. He just, like, is... I don't know, he stopped the coffee break or something. But I digress. Yeah. I'm almost done with Cookie Clicker, and I only have 1,000 hours in it, and Melee, if I want 100%, that is guaranteed at least like 2,000 hours. Probably more. So, yeah, even though Cookie Clicker is probably the most mentally taxing game to 100%, it's definitely not the worst to 100%. That distinction probably goes to Melee or... Terraria is probably not as bad as I think it is. Because back when there was 5,044 items in the game, I managed to complete a journey mode playthrough where I researched all the items, all 5,044. I completed it in 186 hours, which is less than half of the time that I've been playing Minecraft. And a lot of that time has been wasted just like mining, or like expanding my mine. So, yeah, it can't really be compared fairly. But, yeah, man. Melee's no joke. And I've never even come close to completing it. Same with Brawl. My favorite Smash Brothers game is Brawl. And I definitely want to play that as well. But I did kind of want to... I did earlier on in this channel's life, I did mention, I think, I mentioned that I want to do the games in order, but... Probably not going to do that. I'm probably just going to like play what I want to play. Just be like, what do I feel like Let's Playing right now? Right now, that's like kind of what we're trying to decide, because there's a bunch of things that I feel like doing. But like, I don't feel super strongly about any of them, so it makes it really hard to like look at the advantages that each game would have, of which what I really like. I can't decide. And maybe I should order a D20. That's a good idea. I think a D20 like Binding of Isaac with like the red one would look cool. I want to play Flash Isaac at some point because I really like the Binding of Isaac, and I just don't play it because I have all these other things that I'm always doing. So if I made a point to actually play Isaac, that would be pretty fun. I already like kind of like decided, but I'm not really sure. Like, I'm pretty sure the game I want to play is Explorers of Sky because I love Mystery Dungeon and I haven't played it in a while. Been a few years. I think the last time I did a full playthrough of it was in 2020. A lot of cool stuff happened in 2020, I guess. But yeah. Explorers of Sky would be fun. The only issue with that is Explorers of Sky is it's another one of those like games that you would consider a huge game. Like, what is it? Like 486 Pokemon in the game? You can't get Shaman for some reason. Like, there's just no way. So that would just be like, that would bother me. I don't think there's any other Pokemon that are unobtainable though. It's just Shaman. Like, you can get every other Pokemon. How do you get Mew in Time and Darkness? Because, like, for those who are unfamiliar, Mystery Dungeon released on the DS and Game Boy Advance in 2005 under Blue Rescue Team and Red Rescue Team. The red one's on the Advance. And then in 2008, Time and Darkness came out. Explorers of Time and Explorers of Darkness. They came out on the DS. And then, I believe it was a year later, in 2009, Explorers of Sky came out. And Explorers of Sky was kind of like a Pokemon Platinum for the Diamond and Pearl kind of thing, where it was the same as Time and Darkness, but with a few additions to improve it. And Time and Darkness were already like 9 out of 10 amazing games. They were like already extremely powerful stories that make pretty much everyone who plays them cry. And like amazing gameplay that is very replayable, very fun. It's like a RPG with a lot of depth and a bunch of playable characters. There's only 2 things, I think, that were in Blue Rescue Team that I'm kind of sad weren't in Time, Darkness, Sky. That is storage. There's like 1,400 items in Sky, but you can only hold 1,000 items in your storage. Which is just like, even Skyrim and its stupid encumberment system lets you like set your carry weight to whatever you want. It lets you hold everything. And Minecraft, even though shit only stacks to 64, you can place as many chests and barrels as you want. Even Terraria doesn't let you place infinite chests, there's an 8,000 limit. Terraria's items stack way higher though, so it's like completely fair in my opinion. But there's just no excuse to not being able to collect every item in Sky. Like, wait, there's only 1,000 spaces and there's 1,400 items? Like, man, what the hell? The thing is, like, 800 of them are, like, Pokemon-specific items that you find in chests. So those are not as, like... I wasn't gonna go for those anyway, so... It's not the end of the world, but it's just like, come on, man. Right now, we're talking about a game that is 9.5 out of 10. It's basically perfect. We're just talking about like the few things that don't make it, like why it isn't literal perfection, why it's just only a masterpiece that changed like the landscape of RPGs and stories as we know it, and what like morphed people's perception of what spin-offs for games could be, changed a lot of people's like opinions on Pokemon. Like, oh, we really like the main series games, but maybe now we don't as much. Like, it redefined what a good Pokemon game was, even though it was a spin-off. Anyway, the other thing is, other than the storage, is... What was it? I just thought of this. I thought it was only the storage thing, but then I just came up with another. Oh yeah, you can't play as the... You can change your team leader in, like, the post-story mode, but you can't actually play with them in the overworld. You still are always stuck as the 2 starter Pokemon that you start the game with. In Blue Rescue Team, you could play as any Pokemon you want and go around the overworld as them. there was like a sleeping animation for every Pokemon. In Sky, there are not. If there's not an animation, they just walk in place in the bed instead of like a sleeping animation. It just plays like the default. Like, that, not being able to play as anything you want in the overworld, and like the lack of sleeping animations, and like some portraits aren't a thing. Like, those things are a hit to the immersion, I will say. Like, yeah, it's not perfect. There's a few things that could be slightly better, but that's fine. Yeah, Explorers of the Sky I really want to play, but I also kind of want to play Super Mario 64, Spyro 2, Ocarina of Time, like, for the original Nintendo 64. Maybe one day I'll play the 3DS version too, but like, there's other times to play those games. I feel like, I don't know, there's just, I don't want to make the wrong, I'm in decision paralysis mode. Like, I don't want to make the wrong decision. I don't want to start playing something and then 30 videos in be like, I regret that decision. I wish I played this other game, and then be stuck with that decision. And then it would feel really shitty to just be like, okay, I don't feel like playing this anymore, let's play something else, and then start a 5th Let's Play. Because right now I'm doing Kirby Air Ride, Minecraft, and League of Legends. It doesn't sit right with me to start League of Legends and not finish it, so I'm probably going to come back and try to do that at some point. I don't know when, but maybe not. The game is kind of deteriorating to the point where it's not worth it. Like, League is getting a little dookie, shitty, like, poopy, for a lot of reasons. Haven't played it in, like, I don't even remember. I think since March. It's like 5 months, but could be wrong. Maybe it was May. It was either March or May. So it's like, what is that, like, it's either 3 or 5 months, which for that game is pretty impressive, because most people that play it are very addicted. It looks like I'm going to finish several minutes faster than my 2020 Let's Play, which is interesting. I wonder why I took so much longer. 17:05 was the best lap. I don't know what happened to Alex, dude. Like, he went from just, like, cyberbullying me to just kind of hanging out. Like, I told him to fuck off, and then he did. I guess maybe I'm the bad guy? Like, was I rude to him? Did I offend him? Oh, man. But yeah, I don't know. We'll keep this conversation going in the next video, because, like, these 99 lap races are going to take a while, as you can imagine. Like, Fantasy Meadows, the shortest track where it takes only 20 seconds to do a lap. We're here for 32 minutes, and I'm racing as fast as I can. Final lap, feels good to see that. Yeah, I did these 99 lap races when I was a kid a lot, so it's kind of like a final send-off to the game to show it the same respect that I showed it when I was a child. Yeah, there's Alex. Not too far behind him, which is surprising. But, yeah, we'll keep the conversation going over the next videos. Because these are going to take a while. And I definitely want to do them. 54 minutes for Bob. Okay, next we got Celestial Valley. But that's for the next one. See you tomorrow.